Welcome to episode 28 of Discover Ocala, presented by Showcase Properties of Central Florida. I'm Valerie Daly, and today we're joined by Jason Reynolds, Executive Director, and Kim Vanderwalt, Director of Events and Sponsorships at the Florida Horse Park. Let's learn more. It's great to see you guys at the beginning of the new year, and you're kicking off our first session of our third year of the podcast. It's really nice to have both Jason and Kim with us from the Florida Horse Park.
Well, thank you very much for having us, and congratulations on 3 years.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's exciting. Yeah, well, there's a lot to know about Ocala, Discover Ocala, and I'd like to keep everybody up to date with what's going on. And the Florida Horse Park is just a staple in our community, and you offer so much down there. Tell us a little bit about the history of the Florida Horse Park, and then we'll get going as to what's happening and what's coming up.
Okay, sure. And a lot of people, I'm glad you asked, because a lot of people truly don't know the history of the Florida Horse Park. So back in 1995, 94, the Florida legislators were sitting back going, hey, we really should do something with horses. You know, it's turning out, I think Wellington was kicking in, and it was really starting to turn out. And the whole goal was, okay, how do we stop the horses from going from Wellington up north? How do we keep them there? So they thought, Ocala's a perfect spot. So in 1996, they actually put us in the Florida statute. We're a direct supporter organization under the Department of Ag, and if you ask me what that means, I don't know. We're not a government agency. Everything we do, we have to bring in our own money. We pay our own bills. We have a lease with Department of Ag for the greenways, 500 acres. And really, we didn't get kicking off show-wise until about 2000, 2001. And then the shows kind of started slowly. And then I think everybody kind of got hit with the 2008 time frame.
Sure.
And then we kind of picked back up, and we're not looking back. We're moving forward. And
well, what did you start with? So did you have a blank slate? How long have you been at the Florida Horse Park? And kind of state from what you came into, what you walked into, and where we are today.
The crazy part of it, and I don't want to bore you with all the history of Jason, but I was a part of the Florida Horse Park. I've been at the park now as the executive director for 8 years, which blows my mind because it doesn't seem like that. But I been a part of the horse park well beyond, probably 7 or 8 years before, attending the board meetings and being a part of the board.
Okay.
And like everything else, Florida Horse Park's had ups, downs, some good times, some bad times. The board about 8 years ago decided, hey, we probably need a little bit of a change. Some of the things they didn't like, some of the things they did. So I actually said, you know what, let me throw my name in a hat and see if they'll even consider me. So they did, and we came in and kind of made a little different direction, hoping it was right. And I think we did a good job as far as our direction. We were able to get out of debt. We were able to do a lot of things, and we're still plugging away.
Yeah. So when you started as the executive director, how many rings were there? Was it? I know you've got a covered arena now, polo fields out there. What did you start with, and then what's out there now?
So when I started, we did have the covered arena.
Okay.
We did have the north barns, so 160 barns in the north. They had just built the south barn area.
Okay.
Now all of that is money that I helped get from Tallahassee. So we lobbied the government for money, the state for money. Sometimes we're successful, sometimes we're not.
Yes.
And it's no different than any other organization. Anybody can do that.
Right.
We just happen to be lucky that, Carol Dover, who was my old CEO from the Florida Restaurant Lodging Association, has been a part of this board forever since it started, and she's very passionate about it. So we helped get a lot of that funding. So we had an older arena, some grass fields, and just kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. So when I got there, we kind of focused and said, okay, what do we need to build to kind of change direction, kind of make sure we're going to grow in the future where we want to grow. The covered arena was fantastic for kind of the Western discipline, the more not so much the sport horses as far as eventing, dressage, and jumping, things like that. So we thought it was a little lopsided. So we put in 4 new arenas with the Martin Collins cloth fiber footing, and then my goodness, yeah, we've worked on the polo field. The south side barns are up now, so we have a total of 320 stalls. Um,
And then we had Jeep moving. We've got the Jeep course. That's in there
yeah,
as
we've
well
got a
now.
new Jeep course that they started. We've got asphalt now. Um,
Yes, that's very nice.
yeah,
Having the all the way through the facility is very nice. Why was that put in?
so that's an interesting question,
Yeah.
and most people don't realize. So obviously, Florida has hurricanes and emergencies.
Yes.
You know, COVID was one of them that we had no idea about. So one of the things that I wanted to make sure we did is partner with the county, partner with the state, and partner nationally to help. We don't charge a thing. You know, it's just kind of like, hey, if you need help, let us know. If you need a place to bring your ambulances, if you need a place to bring your logistics and your all your equipment and everything. Then we started with COVID because during COVID we had a big covered arena. We could do the COVID shots, just a drive-through. So the county and state kind of recognized that and said, well, we could use that. So a couple years later, we had a big hurricane, and I don't remember which one it was. I'm sorry. And they, like anything else, they were bringing semi trucks in and just tearing up our roads. And I said, you know what? If we're going to use this, it's going to be cheaper in the long run for us just to pave this than to continue and redo your Lime Rock roads every time that we come here. So that was a nice surprise.
It was a great surprise.
So that very thankful surprise.
There's a new bridge or jump or something for the drivers. What that was put in? What is that about?
Some of the areas that we decided to focus on are eventing, you know, kind of the sport horse, you know, and other things besides just Western. You know, we were talking about the Western pleasure shows, things like that. So a gentleman named Gear, who is an amazing, I can't say enough about Gear and just as a person, but as driving, you know, he is just such an ambassador for the sport. He came to me and said, hey, we can make this a wonderful driving course. We had done driving in the past, but it wasn't a big draw. So we focused on that, and Gear said, you know what? I want a bridge. And he actually carved out a bridge out of styrofoam and said, this is what I would like it to look like.
Oh, great.
And he raised all the money for it. About $100,000 to build. He raised all the money for it. The drivers put in for it. His design, he built it. And he did a wonderful job. It's amazing. I love it out there.
Yeah.
And we use it for eventing and driving. We use it for everything. So that's the park. That's what the park does. You have to be multidisciplined with our stuff, and that's the way we plan it.
Well, and I'm glad you said that because you don't just do horse events or equine events, right? I know there's some 5Ks out there. You've done some RV shows. What other activities are hosted at the Florida Horse Park?
I'm gonna let Kim jump in because she does an amazing job of scheduling and balancing. She does a phenomenal job. So I'll be quiet for a second and let her jump in there.
No problem. So we've got the Jeep Club. They come in every year. They have, they call their event the Jeeptober. And they come in and they actually do the Jeep course for 2 days. And it's a lot of fun. They have a lot of vendors that come in. They use the undercover arena set up there. And they even have a helicopter that comes and drops little duckies and whatever for the kids. And it's a wonderful event. So we've got that as well. We're busy working with the Humane Society and hoping to have a fundraiser for them next year. We're just working on a time frame, so that hopefully is going to happen. We've got the RV show that comes in, and they are there. They literally set up and they're there for about a week. There's a lot of people that attend that as well. We've had that rodeo. That was a fundraiser for Chad Smith in the Undercover Arena just recently in the last couple of weekends. So we have that as well, and a lot of people enjoyed coming to that as well.
Cross country, I think there's been some cross country racing out there as well.
Actually, people cross country racing on their feet. So yes. A lot of people don't understand is how much we do where we don't charge anything. We bring it in, and Kim was mentioning a lot of that. Good example is the Jeep Club. I think they gave away, I want to say $50,000 to charities of everything.
Nice.
So it's just phenomenal, some of the things that they do. Um, we're looking at, I know we're getting ready to have another 5K. We're planning for the physical vets as far as horse vets. There's an organization that we're trying to support with that. I'm looking at, and I don't know when this is going to happen, I'm looking at bringing the fire department and cops, the local cops, and hopefully the highway patrol, and just do kind of a large animal rescue for them to get a basic sense of what happens if a trailer, there's an accident. What happens if a horse gets stuck?
Mm-hmm.
The cops and fire department are the ones that are going to be called. So we just want them to have a basic knowledge of that. So that was something that Kim and I were talking about yesterday, actually, is all this stuff that we try to do to give back to the community, and help the community and help organizations that we make sure we balance it. We have to charge for certain things, obviously.
Right.
And in other things, we want to make sure we can give back. And luckily enough, we're in a position, thanks to you and others who support us, that we can do that.
Yeah. It's a great venue. We love coming down there, and it's wide open. A horse can be a horse, right? You can ride off to the trails from there as well, correct?
Super lucky to have that. Super lucky to have access to the trails, the greenway.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard 300 miles worth of trails. I don't know how much it is. I know it's a lot.
Yeah.
I love walking on them. I love, going on them.
What will be some of the upcoming events in January, February that people could come out and take a look at the Florida Horse Park?
We have got the Western Dressage coming in. I think it is February. They're coming in for their show. There's quite a few. I'm just trying to think. Do we have one of our horse trials coming up as well?
Horse trials in February. Spring fling driving.
Yes. Yeah, we've got quite a few. And if people want to know what's going on at the park, we've got our website, flhorsepark.com. They can go to our calendar and click on whatever event they want to attend, and it gives information.
So most of the events people can just drive in and watch. There's no fee for that, and so they just have to go to the website and take a look, see what's happening.
Correct. Probably 90% of our events are absolutely, don't charge anything. There are some events that have to charge. Grandview has to charge.
They're coming back,
they're
right?
coming back, yeah.
How many years has that been? I think
5, 6.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I still can't believe I've been here for 8. So I think I've only been here a couple of years. So, but yeah, they're coming back, and we're lucky enough that Kim does such an amazing job with that most of our events do come back.
Yeah.
They trust us to come back, and we're very thankful for that. And she's always trying to get something new. It's the very limited calendar opportunities we do have. She's always plugging them with something new, and that's exciting. So
Yeah, I think you're booked almost every weekend, right?
Most weekends, yeah, we are booked. Up could be sometimes even 2 to 3 shows on a weekend.
Yeah.
So it's pretty fun.
What question did I not ask, or you thought I would ask, that you would like to get out for people to know about?
So I'm going to say one thing, because I brag about you all the time.
Yeah.
So you supported us probably when you shouldn't have, when I first started and we were trying to figure out what was going on. And I just want to thank you for that, because you've been such a long time supporter, and probably one of our first, when literally I came down here and said, oh my goodness, I have no idea what I'm doing, but hopefully we're doing it right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I love the horse part, and I think you guys are doing a phenomenal job, and love to support you guys.
well,
Thank you.
we appreciate that. We're very happy with you supporting us, and we're still practicing. We may figure out what we're doing at some point. So we're still trying to figure that out, but we seem to be doing it okay. And
Yeah, I also like to say, what Jason said, we're very grateful to have you guys on as partners at the park. We love having you, and I love seeing your daughter coming to the park and competing as well, which is great. I get to chat to you guys,
Absolutely.
which is nice.
Yeah, she's excited, so she's been enjoying it, so that's good.
that's the way it should be.
Yes.
It should be fun. You should be enjoying it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, here's to a successful 2026, and we'll get the word out for people to come and go down and watch what's going on.
absolutely, and thank you, and
You're
a successful 2026 for you as well.
Thank
so
you.
I love
Thank you.
seeing how much you support the community. Every event I go to, I see showcased someplace. I love it. I love it. So thank you for everything you do for the community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thanks to Jason and Kim for joining us today. And we look forward to being with you once again next month on Discover Ocala, presented by Showcase Properties of Central Florida.
Discover Ocala is presented by Showcase Properties of Central Florida. As an independent brokerage firm for over 2 decades, Showcase Properties has helped customers throughout Central Florida achieve their real estate goals. Showcase Realtors offer expertise in a variety of property types and price points, and their services go beyond just buying and selling. Visit showcaseocala.com to connect with a dedicated local realtor and start your unique real estate journey today. We also want to thank you, the listener, for taking time to discover Ocala with us. We hope you enjoyed this month's episode, and if you did, please consider leaving us a review or rating wherever you're listening, or even telling a friend about us. If you have any questions on other organizations, individuals, or events you'd like to see covered in future episodes, you can get in touch with us directly at discoverocala@showcaseocala.com. See you next month.